I I was trying to think all day about if there's anything left that I like how do I say this? Like saw but ignored on Baldur's Gate. So like what I mean by that is we're like in the first area, right? And like how do I say this? I'm gonna get the dice roller up too. Alright, so I think I moved everything around already. We're about to find out. Turn the music down. Okay, like I'm not going to like look up things we missed completely, but I'm trying to remember if there was something like that looked interesting or something we like saw but avoided fighting. And we can go do that before we go to the mountain pass, which is like where we're going next. I guess I'll
Something good here, I hope.
yeah, okay. So, all right, we'll do the recap. So, basically, for people that know, I respect all the characters a few streams ago, and it's been going a lot smoother. Definitely still challenging for me. I'm pretty sure we've still died at least a couple times, like per stream. I'm testing the dice roller. But last stream we were just sort of tying up loose ends in the starting area, so we killed the eyeball monster with the help of chat. They made it super easy for me. Thank you. We killed the hag. That can't be all we did. That's all I remember. Basically, like, we were just trying to get everyone to level 5. Because you get, like, a big, like, increase in... Most of the classes get a big increase in power at level 5. And it's, like, the game's recommended level before you go to the next area. And then everyone kind of just has, like, bunch of stuff. I don't know why I would wear that. Yeah, and like we just have so much stuff. Okay. Why can't I talk to you? Oh.
No one stopped me
Controlling you. All right.
My
Fine.
condition
I'll
likes
talk
being
to you.
ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
I'm just giving him one because I don't care. Oh, that might actually be useful at some point. Let's give you this one. Whatever. I have to give you 2? You're kind of a dick. Wait. Oh, okay. I was like, I have more. Alright, I'm never gonna turn invisible. Wait. How much do I have to give you? You're greedy as hell. Welcome, everyone. I'm begrudgingly giving this wizard magical items because he's a drug addict.
I might need you to be more specific there. Just one artifact will suffice.
Oh. Okay, that's good. All right, here you go.
Thank you.
That's like a weird UI thing. I don't I don't remember if that's how it always worked. I would think
Good
that
deeds.
if I picked an item and clicked donate, it would close that menu.
Listen, I need to speak to you.
And
To
like,
all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
oh, is he finally gonna tell us? Okay. It'd be kind of funny because I just made a short about how you shouldn't trust people like this.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise
Oh
I
my
once
god.
held.
It's so true.
What you might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became...
I'm going to describe why I don't like this person after.
She became my muse.
With like an analogy.
Later even my lover.
Okay. This is... it just hit me why I don't like Gale, the wizard. I think we've all known people like this. And it's like... This, I'm gonna call it a personality trait, is like, I don't know, it's fine for me in small doses. But it's like that person who's hot, who knows they're hot, and won't shut up that they're hot. Like, knowing you're good at something is like good self-awareness, right? Like, it's also kind of bad to like downplay yourself all the time. I probably do that too much. Like, there's things that I'm like good at, but I typically say I'm average or below average. I mean, I think most people are average at everything. But the people who so the wizard's like, oh, I'm a prodigy. I was so good. Like, now I'm a shadow of my former self. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, it's just so annoying to me. And that's what it feels like to me. It feels like that hot friend or that hot person who knows they're hot, who has to bring it up all the time. And you're like, we see you too. We know you're hot. And this is the wizard equivalent, and like, it drives me crazy. Anyway, that's my tiny rant. Just like, you could be a little humble, like a tiny bit.
Each other's company. Body, mind, and soul.
Oh, always talking about sex.
You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond.
So he's just
I
greedy.
sought to cross
He
her
just got greedy.
Quite. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be content.
I kind of talked about this last stream, but
As it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself.
I feel like this game almost gives you too many chances to like have a dialogue option. Like, to be honest, he could have said this whole story and I could have like picked the option at the beginning and picked an option at the end, and I'd care the same. Like, it just makes it feel really slow when you're picking something every like couple sentences is what it feels like.
Suffice it to say, I obtained an obscure and ancient book and had locked away inside a much coveted prize. It was a fragment of primal weave, locked out of time, locked away from Mystra herself. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? I was certain that this deed of raw power,
What if?
romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next, here, place your hand over my heart.
Why'd you get on your knees? That's weird. What? That was so unnecessary. I could have done this with you standing up.
The tadpole quiver as you realize
Me being shirtless does not help this like imagery.
you see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Alright. See, like, this is sort of my point. Like, I could have picked the first from the first set of dialogue options, which is basically like, tell us now or don't worry about it. And this one, which is, I'm so sorry to, I'm gonna kill you. Like, it. The other two things I picked just, I don't know, feel meaningless in like the grand scheme of things. I know it's like the roleplay aspect, but it's like,
Terrifying,
it's
isn't it?
not that interesting.
And that's only the beginning.
Damn, I was really hoping we were gonna fight him. Just like stab him.
Orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Like, I'm mostly annoyed that literally last stream he like dies and then his like
Studies of Netherese
astral projection whatever
fragment as small as the one I carry.
tells us to resurrect him. We resurrect him. We ask him what the hell's going on, and he's like, I have secrets. And then like, you know, I'll be generous. I'll say like 2 hours later, he's like, oh, I'm gonna tell you everything now. Yo, I would just murder this guy, personally. Maybe we are. Having a wizard is useful though.
My chance upon
I'll say that.
of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again,
I mean, we literally, like, all we find is magical items now. I think you're good, bro.
It must
I
feel
can
like
give
a
you, like,
betrayal.
one a day.
say the word, and we'll part ways.
You can drip feed you. The game's, like, wants me to make him leave.
Once I'd step out of the protective aura of the artifact, it wouldn't be long before the absolute overtakes me.
Like, this is I know I'm, like, chatting at the same time, which is obviously making it take longer.
Consume some midnight
But
tears
it's
and
been,
venture
like,
into the
15 minutes. This is the only thing we've
underdark
done,
forever.
is talk to him. about a problem he refused to tell us about 2 hours ago.
Last song of vengeance would reverberate through the dark. Wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice.
Like, look, this is the third time the game has given me an option of, like, we're gonna fight. See, like, it's literally like, okay.
I understand.
Alright, he's gone.
I harbor you no ill will. In fact, I enjoyed your company.
I didn't enjoy your company. I kind of hated you.
My tale is at an end, but yours is not. Beat that damn parasite in your head. Win the day and celebrate the nights.
Alright, this is unfortunate because having a wizard was hella useful, but that's just not how we play the game. Unfortunately. We let the dice decide. Alright, we gotta find Astarion so he can join us.
To think, Gales had this devastating all within himself the entire time, and only just mentioned it. Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days.
Okay. I'm not gonna roll the dice. We're just
Darling,
taking them. We need 4 people.
lead on.
My thing is like, I never respect him though, so I might have to respec him.
What now?
What are you? You're a trickster rogue? Yeah, that sounds useless as hell. Alright. We're gonna do that really fast. My thing is, I know I'm only gonna play this game once, which is kind of funny because if you look online, everyone's always like, oh, this is a game you have to play more than once. Wait, best rogue build. And it's because like I just don't like any of the companions. Okay. Man. Hey. Hey Zamp. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Screw it. We're just gonna level him up. I'm pretty good. I played a game of Valorant earlier. Now I'm just chilling. People usually come in my stream like after the first hour, so it's nice to see you here. How's your day going? Oh. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna change all this stuff at some point, so I'm not like too worried about it. How's work been? I know you're usually pretty busy with work.
Let's get going. What am I to do?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Enough sitting around.
Was it a Kiss of Life? That one? That's good though. That's a pretty slow day. Yeah, I know you were looking for that one for a while. I'm glad you found it. Did you see which photo card you got? I haven't looked in that part of the Discord in a while. Alright. We're doing it. I won't be a coward. We'll go to the next area. Way over here.
Another step forward.
No sweethearts, no.
This is what I get for trying to strike up conversation.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. Well, you know, hopefully you get Natty. I hope I said her name correctly. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say it. Yeah, I watched their new music video yesterday. Song's pretty good. I need to give it a few more listens. Definitely a summer song for sure. How's Valorant been going? I'm still like so proud of myself for getting an ace with a classic. Just like unbelievable.
Smoke. Something's burning.
Wait, it's not. The mountain path? Ah, game. Yeah, I mean, it's like, let's be honest. Summer is girl groups' time to shine. Although, my preference is always kind of for more R&B style music, which is one of the reasons I like Kiss of Life, because they do R&B really well. But I don't have a bias though. I never have a bias. I'm a bad K-pop fan. Huh.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
We'll never put this fire out. You're better off helping anyone trapped inside.
If you've never seen this game before, it's basically playing Dungeons and Dragons, but we're basically the bad guys. Help you put the fire out. I don't really want to be honest.
Graduate Raven Guard could be inside. Don't just stand there. Push!
And we let chaos make decisions for us. It was kind of funny because like, maybe this is gonna sound the opposite of how I mean it to sound, but I don't really like care if I ace or not, and I got lucky. Like, I got the 4th kill and then someone on my team calmed and was like, let him ace, and I was like, no, it's cool to just go kill them. But I ended up seeing the 5th person before anybody else, so I got him. But I don't know. It annoys me a little bit when somebody's like, let me ace. I'm like, bro, it's fine. Just like let him die. Yeah. I didn't play this game until recently because all of my friends kept being like, "Oh, we're going to play together. We're going to play together. We're going to play together." And then like it just never happened, and at some point I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm enjoying it. It's an easier game to stream and like chat. It's very hard to talk while you're playing something like Valorant. You're in here means absolutely nothing. Yeah, I just care about winning. Like, I don't care if I bottom frag or like whatever. If my team wins, then we did a good job.
I can't move. Someone help!
Yeah, all of my friends are like around my age, so everyone's like pretty busy. It's pretty rare to have everyone have like the same free schedule, and especially like with your kind of work schedule, it's probably pretty tough too. Yeah, everybody just run up here. It's fine. Who cares about the fire? I don't know. Where did you go? Oh.
Over here.
Like, maybe I'll play this again if, like, I don't know, my friends become less busy, but I was just saying to somebody earlier, I probably won't play this game again. I kind of hate all the companions, weirdly.
Can't move. Oh, not now.
What do you want, bro? In here where? Just... God, just like punch the door. I don't understand what it's like.
Come. I'm afraid Papa thinks this
I'm like, every time there's a door and people are like, oh my god, it's a door, and you can just punch it. Just punch the door. It's fine. Whoa. Let me see it. Okay. I mean... Da-da-da. Oh, there we are. Is there anything else I needed to do? I think so.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
I mean, so busy and don't always work a consistent schedule, so it's hard to get a time set, and my other two friends would end up arguing while we were playing. So, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Most of my friends, like my old friends, live in Texas, where we lived before, and it was basically like trying to do anything was like what you described, trying to like get together to play Magic or play a game or play a video game or like anything, was always such a struggle that it very often made me just like not want to
Still breathing.
plan.
Everything.
Because, like, there we go.
Wonder if
I would be the one that would start making the plan, and then either no one would commit, or schedules would conflict, or like two people couldn't agree on something. And I was like, never mind. I'm just gonna like not do this anymore. I had a friend especially, because most of my friends play like Magic the Gathering as our like social get together hobby. And I had a friend who would like flake out every single time. And it was just so annoying. We all just gave up. Can I just jump down here? Can't reach. I'll say that like, unfortunately, like, oh no, this path is interrupted. Not enough space. Like obviously the older you get, the busier, like the busier people get. It makes sense. Yeah. No, I get that. So I have like the exact same scenario, but with Magic. I'm actually like not friends with the person I'm gonna talk about at all anymore because they're not good people. But we had a friend who would complain about absolutely everything, and like it just made getting together feel bad.
Fresh air.
And there's other reasons I'm not actually friends with that person anymore, but it was like a long time coming just because they spent all their time being upset about something. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I just want to hang out and play a game that shouldn't be serious. How do you argue about Baldur's Gate that much though?
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through?
This is like another reason why. So we've done this the whole time I've been streaming this game, is I have like a dice roller that shows up on the screen because I'm weird. I know. I don't really care about the outcome of the game. And I don't really care if the dice make decisions for me. So this is what I would make my friends do if we played together, is just roll a dice. Because then it's like, you can't get mad at randomness. Yeah.
By the time aid arrives, it might be too late. You've the heart
I get you.
and the will of a hero. Tell me I can count on you.
Oh, nice. We're not helping you. Get out of here. It's this like interesting thing because I'm like,
I will not fly far.
if I remember correctly, I'm like a significant amount older than you. And obviously like my situation with that person that I chose not to be friends with anymore is like a very unique situation. Whoa, I get a cool thing. A bow or a quarterstaff, longbow, trident. We can get the bow. Okay, I was like, no, let me pick. But I think it's like this realization people, yeah, I'm I think it's like usually pretty obvious I'm extremely chill. Like really nothing gets to me, which is like a good and a bad thing. There's always goods and bads, right? But it's like I think everyone has this realization as they have friends for like longer and longer that like it's hard to like keep up with some people. And it's sort of like there's nothing wrong with it. Um, but it's I feel like I've had a rare life where I had the same core group of friends and still do technically. Like the people I talk to the most I've known since I was like 7 and 8 years old. So I'm like one of those rare cases where I actually had lifelong friends, and like the friend that I don't talk to anymore, I knew since I was 15. So almost 20, it would have like almost 20 years. So it's like we were friends for a very long time. I gave them plenty of chances to like be a decent person, so I don't feel like as bad if it was like someone I didn't know for very long, if that makes sense. Yo, that's wild. What a bunch of dicks.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
How dare they? What the hell? 10 years is still like a long time. So that, yeah, so that was like what, middle school? Is that when you're 13? No, that's fair. I'm kind of the same, to be honest. I don't want to talk to you. I'm very shy in real life. Like I can't take compliments. Like it's hard to like hug me or touch me. Yeah. Yeah, high school kids are wild. That's crazy to me. I definitely like have high school people I was friends with in high school that I'm not friends with anymore, but that's more like just like we moved to different places. I moved across the world a couple times. Like you lose touch with people naturally. I've never experienced friends just being like, oh look, it's a new guy. Yeah, everyone honestly like I watched her content at first because of Valorant, because I wanted to get into it, but like I think maybe it was you who someone said this on the Discord. Watching pro play like doesn't help you if you don't know anything about the game. So I watched her and I was like, okay, like she has a cool vibe. And then when I watched her stream, I was like, oh shit, everyone has a cool vibe. Everyone's really nice. Even when I mean, I always knew I was probably like the oldest person who interacted, even though I probably don't come off like super old. Everyone's like still really nice. The hell are you doing?
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham.
Yeah, the only people I knew in high school that I still talk to are like the people that I knew before high school, that I knew since I was a child. Otherwise, like most of my friends are people I met like in my like late 20s, I guess. Yeah, it's like I'm at a point in Valorant where I can watch pro play and understand what's going on, but it's not really enjoyable. It's just for like learning. I watch her and hang out with you guys for like an enjoyable time. I know she wants to like win, obviously, like most people do, but excuse me. It's okay if she doesn't. It's still a good time. Glad I work where I am right now. Like at the pizza place, or you live in Florida, I think. I don't always respond to things on Discord, but I read all the time.
Got more important things to watch than my harassing tongue. Look! That lot are swarming all over the bridge.
Do you get to watch stream while you're at work? I mean, I guess you must, because you're doing it right now.
You ought to do the same.
That's pretty cool.
Unless you're looking for a fight, that is.
When I was younger and worked like retail, like food jobs, I hope this has improved over time.
What?
Follow
you around?
Yeah, when I was younger, which would have been a very long time ago. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I go war game on Mondays usually, and like that group of people is really good. Oh, no worries. You don't have to respond at all. I'm good at talking to the void. Yeah, I like the group I see the most up here in Boston too. It's kind of like Anita's chat. The age range goes from like 14 to 50, but everyone's super nice and chill. Everybody gets along.
Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive.
I don't know if I could live in Florida. I guess I could, because I grew up in Texas, so it would just be like extremely hot. Basically the same.
That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Okay. Yeah.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards.
How did I never like see this stuff before?
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
I want a dragon. Yeah. Yeah, when I was younger and worked like retail food, like old man talking back in the day, if you even like touched your phone, somebody like hit you. I hope it's improved in the past decade, that most companies are more laxed about it.
Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Cause I remember the first job I ever had was at Toys R Us.
Please.
And like,
Pretty please.
I wasn't talking to people 8 hours a day. Let me look at my phone, please. Oh wait, I don't really want to go talk to that dragon, do I? I remember when I lived in South Korea, that was like, certain trades will soon, I'm going to be a lot busier. I mean, that's good though. I've honestly, like, I know I'm like older, but I've honestly thought about doing trade school too, just as like a more consistent career path. So I applaud the idea.
What easy prey you make, walking right within my blade's embrace.
Yeah, I remember in South Korea, they were like way more relaxed about people using their phone like on the job. It was nice to see, which is like a little surprising considering their work culture is like kind of bad.
I run you through this instant.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I barely feel like I have my life together, so you're doing good. I respect what you're doing. Oh, thank you for the follow, Zamp. Means a lot. I can never remember what my dude's like good at. Not this. Alright. I mean honestly, like I've almost never felt like I've had my life together, which is probably like bad, but my life's like my life is good, but it's almost always like generally chaotic. Just from moving around the world and like just doing random stuff. So
Gave you a chance to save your hide. Instead, you
and working in an industry that
a waste of
people lose their jobs constantly.
Beretha, rid us of this worm. I need
Stressing on what to do about life after coming out of high school and after losing my first job after an injury. That makes sense. Right now I do nothing. I typically work in like the advertising marketing industry, but my contract ended and I've just been looking for work, but the job market's like pretty bad. So I do this because it makes me feel productive. And I can't apply for jobs 8 hours a day. That would kill me. Yeah, it's really bad. Every recruiter I've talked to for the past like 2 months has been like, yep, it's real shit. I'm like, cool. Thanks. You don't need to be doing this then.
quickly.
Where the hell are you? The hell? That's not where I clicked at all. Alright, you're just useless. That's fine.
Death won't take me yet.
Found the shop. I'm currently moved up after a year and found it a year and a half after my previous job. Yeah, I think so my last job was I worked remotely and managed all of the US property sites for 4 seasons. Like I managed all their content. So every time chat mentions 4 Seasons Orlando because of that baby, I laugh a little bit because that like used to be my job. Oh yeah, she does. Oh, she's in our room. Sometimes she's sitting behind me. Yeah, she her job is pretty interesting actually. She essentially helps foreign students find apartments, because my wife is from China, so she has to go out a lot because of. That's cool. That's a cool career. Yeah, she has to go out a lot to like show apartments or like take videos and stuff, but she enjoys it, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. That would be like a good career path for you. I don't know. I always feel so conflicted because yeah, so that would be 9 my time, our time, right? Am I crazy? Yeah. Obviously, you're welcome to go whenever and go join her stream whenever she gets on if you want. That's why I said in Discord, I was like, people can just hang out here until she gets on, and then I'll come join later. Yeah. I'm always like conflicted because I like the idea. Saying I like the idea of physical labor is like not correct. But sometimes I kind of want a mindless job where I just have to pick things up. Sometimes like I think so much during the rest of the day that I just don't want to think for work, which is like kind of bad, but it is what it is. Okay, we're actually gonna
Can't slow down.
go. Pretty sure I'm gonna die. It's fine. Yeah. Like I enjoy, like most of my jobs have been like copywriting related kind of, or like project management related, and I enjoy them, but it's just hard to have your brain on all day. Why not have enough food? I'm so confused why this is telling me to. I can't walk 2 feet this way.
Need to find a way forward.
What the hell? Like really? Okay, I guess. Don't think this is gonna go well. The impression I'm getting right now, unfortunately. All right. Da-da-da. It is a really long game. it's why I've been enjoying. I've been playing this for 3 hours and then playing one game of Valorant at the end of stream just to like. 4 hours of this game is like quite long, for me. Nice. And it's gonna be really awkward because we actually have friends visiting tomorrow, and then we're going to Maine until like Monday, I think. Ooh, Elden Ring DLC. Ugh. You're on the last boss? I mean, that's nice, though. I'm just gonna freaking throw something. I'm just gonna throw this sword at you. It's like the funniest shit to me. I did not beat Elden Ring when it came out. And I'm okay with that. I enjoyed the game. I played it for like 60 hours, I think. I'm just like generally bad at games. You're too far. Oh, no, not too far away. Not too far away either.
Take two.
Yeah, it's the one benefit of being unemployed, but I'm definitely gonna forget how to play this game and forget how to play Valorant. The awkward thing is I've only been doing a placement game like at the end of each stream. So tonight's my 4th one. So my 5th one will be after a week of not playing. So that's gonna go well. What am I trying to... Why are you running away? Oh, did you finally wake up? Are you gonna be useful? I've never been to Maine. I'm sure it's not like the most exciting place in the universe, but it should still be good. I haven't seen these friends in probably like a year, maybe over a year. So that'll be nice. Alright.
This will do nicely.
I kind of can't believe I might actually win this fight. I told the wizard to get lost. But I kind of miss having a wizard, if I'm being honest. Hey,
Let's get on with it.
you should throw... You should throw a potion right here. Hell yeah.
I'll feel that one later.
etched on the slate, forming an array of arcs and circles. You learn nothing from the slate.
I didn't see, so I'm gonna ask. It's if you don't answer, it's okay. Is the new Kiss of Life song like from an upcoming album, or is it just like a summer single? I feel like they just had an album, but maybe it was longer ago than I thought it was. The like Korean music industry release schedule is so different from, or like the album cycle is so different from like the American one and like the Western one largely. Summer single, okay. I mean, new music is good. An album would have been good too. But I understand. The Korean artists release music like way more often than Western artists do. So it does make sense. Yeah, I hope so. Usually like the fall winters when I get my type of music. Do you have a favorite song by them?
No one back home will ever believe this.
This has gotta be the right way. Maybe? Yeah, maybe it was over here. No. I'm losing my mind. Oh. Hell yeah, that's my favorite too. That song is so good. God. I don't like have a gym playlist. I just have a playlist of like recent songs. I'm pretty sure every time that song comes on and I'm exercising, I just stop exercising and listen to it. The music video for that song is really good too. I appreciate a good music video. Alright. Yeah. That's the vibe I look for in like K-pop music. The music video is so good. Honestly, if they continued that story of them, I don't even know how to like describe it, like getting revenge, I'd be into that. No, it's fine. That'd be really fun. I would enjoy going to a K-pop concert again. I'm trying to remember if I'm wrong. I think the only K-pop concert I've been to was with a couple friends, and I think it was EXO somewhere in America I think it was in Texas, when I lived with a couple people. I went with them, and it was an enjoyable time. Like, EXO is like my generation of K-pop. I still like some of their music, but I feel like seeing a girl group is just like another level of wild in my head. People were, I'll say this. I wasn't, how old was I? I was like 20. No. I had to be like pretty young. I was like 19 maybe when I saw EXO. That number sounds wrong, but I was pretty young. That number definitely sounds wrong. I don't know how old I was. It wasn't recent. But holy shit, teenagers are so loud. Yeah, oh, man. I need to get into, I'm assuming you say it like Artemis, like the Greek god. I don't think you like spell out the letters. I need to listen to them because Luna was my shit. I'm not gonna lie. Luna, the way they debuted, like, got me hard.
Very much.
I did listen to the Chew mini album, I think yesterday, but I wasn't paying that much attention to it to like have an opinion. But their companies suck. I'm sad that they're not like a group together, but I'm glad a lot of them are still doing things together. Yeah. I just think that they had like, they took the risk with that. How many members were they? 12 or 13? I knew it was like one or the other. I feel like the company at the beginning was brave and like took the risk of debuting them one at a time with like a solo song, and it was so interesting. And for me, it was like such a good plan because by the time you got through the 13 girls, you were like, okay, I know them enough to like get the vibe of like what the group's gonna be.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I already don't trust this guy.
But not here.
It's like a little bit harder for me to get into girl groups, but only like a little bit.
Middle of nowhere.
Sometimes they're too cutesy for me, and it makes me uncomfortable, which I think it probably should. Or like, I haven't been a huge fan of the, how do I describe it? Like rapid genre switch up trend that's been going on in K-pop for the past like 4 or 5 years. And I'll be honest, this probably shouldn't reach Anita's ears, but I did not like aespa until this album, because SM was like notorious for doing the random genre switch up, which in theory I should like because I listen to like metal and they do that all the time, but I don't know, I never got it. I couldn't get into it. But the new aespa album I like a lot. That's like the reason why I couldn't get into NMIX at the beginning, because I think that's how you say the group, NMIX, because they did that too with like their first 1 or 2 songs, but I should listen to them again too. Alright, I don't really want to fight this guy.
The house.
That's good. Yeah,
come to rest, and the famished come to.
It's so weird because
Go on, partake, enjoy yourself.
the 2 genres I listen to the most, like, easily are like metal and K-pop, and they have so much in common. I know that sounds crazy, but they They really do. And the genre switch up thing, I'm totally fine in metal. Like if you go from like an R&B song to a metal song in 2 seconds, I'm like, okay, I get it. But if you go from like, I don't know, trap house music to like a ballad in 2 seconds in a K-pop song, it just throws me off. I don't know why. It like feels different to me. Pretty sure this dude's like a devil or a demon.
Call it a ninth sense.
I would have said Luna, but obviously I can't anymore. Kiss of Life might be one of mine. I also like the group Purple Kiss a lot. Twice has always been kind of hit or miss for me. I respect the group a lot.
But a savior, that's for certain.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm from I haven't listened to their stuff in quite a while, but I like their early stuff. It had kind of the same like R&B vibe that the early Kiss of Life stuff has, so you might enjoy them. I mean, I guess I could say like Girls' Generation, SNSD, because that's like actually my generation of K-pop. Because they were still big when I was getting into K-pop, which was when I was like, I was into it before I lived in South Korea a little bit, but obviously living in South Korea like pushes it to another level. So like 25, so like 9 years ago.
Come now, why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpole head? One skull, two
Yeah.
tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
That makes sense. I like a lot of Twice's like chiller music. I just prefer that over like the hyper music. But it's like I don't actively listen to Twice, but I respect what they did for the K-pop industry and like girl groups and kind of making them more global. And I like totally understand why they're big. Game's always like, you need to murder people.
Yes. I like it when my clients put up a fight, only to realize victory was never an option.
Moonlight Sunrise. I don't know if I've heard that one. I'll check it out.
Beg
That sounds like a song I would like by the title.
every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my
I'm trying to remember what song it was, because I'm pretty sure Dayan, is that how you say her name? I'm like pretty sure she's your Twice bias. What's this? Oh, it's an old song. Is it? I don't think it's Cheer Up. It's like one of their first title tracks, like maybe like in the first 4. That's cool. There's a song, yeah, where Dayan like does her rap part is like halftime and she's like on a car. They're like outside. I don't know, I can't think of the name. Is it Cheer Up? It might be Cheer Up. They look like they're in Europe, I think. Oh, Yeah, maybe Likey. That song is what made me be like, okay, Twice is good. Specifically that part, because that part hits hard as hell. I don't have a Twice bias, but it would probably be Dion, just for that one part, like a decade ago. Yeah, okay. I think you're right. Yeah, that part. The like halftime rap is it's so good. Who thought someone who looks so cheerful all the time could hit so hard?
Ah, yes, the tongue. Yet another piece of pleasurable anatomy you'll soon have to do without. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there.
Yeah, I don't care what this demon dude's saying at all. Talking about Twice is more interesting. Alright, cool. You let me go. Alright. We need to give you Rogue Man better shit. Okay. Yeah. It's the problem with big groups, right? Like not the only group. The group that comes to mind that does a lot of members well is 17. But I think they're very like conscious of it, and especially because Woozy, the little tiny bro, like writes a ton of their music. I think he's especially conscious of the fact that like he needs to give people time to shine. And I think it's definitely gotten better in the industry. Like 9 years ago, there'd be like 8 out of 10 songs on an album, like somebody would have 3 words. So it's definitely gotten better, I feel. Not great, not amazing yet though. I feel like I threw a weapon that I meant to pick back up, but that's fine. Yeah. Does Twice ever do subgroups? Actually, no. I guess they have the Japanese member subgroup now, but I can't think of one before that.
I'm ready.
Yeah, Misamo. I think that's their first one though, which is kind of like shocking because they've been a group for so long.
What to do?
What kind of armor do you? Light armor. Yeah. I'd be down for like a Dion featured Dion. Her name's like one of the harder Korean names to say for me. I'd be down for a subgroup with her and someone else. Who else would you want to have in it? Oh man. Yeah, I'm thinking too. I think that this might sound weird, and obviously this is like a preference for me. I think her, yeah, Sana or Momo would be good. I think her, Daeyeon, and a like jazz R&B kind of chiller subgroup would be, or like, I don't like using this word, but like, no, I'm not gonna use that word. I can't think of another word to use though. Just like, I don't know, just vibey. I think like there's a subset of members, including her, that could be really vibey. And cause I know that she is always like presented as cheerful and stuff, but I feel like her voice is really good for like chiller music. Okay. I do kind of, oh, hell. What's happening? Why am I like... Why is the camera so far above my head? What's happening?
Softer than a whisper. If everyone else
It's awkward as hell. I think Geo would be good. Yeah, even like, who's the other main singer? Jonghyun? Is that her name? I guess I like more of the Twice members than I thought. I would like to not be in this weird point of view, please. You... Somebody still needs to talk to me. Nah, we're good. Nobody needs to talk. Fuck. Oh, because I didn't go to sleep. Friend sending me random Fortnite advertisements. No. Oh man. Okay. I gotta fix this camera. Camera stuck top down. Got it. Okay. I've had very few like critiques of this game, and this isn't really a critique, but it's more like a for people lurking advice. Just save all the time. Like, save way more than you think you should be saving. Typically on days I stream, because I know I'm playing at least one game of Valorant, I try to like play a game earlier so that I can kind of, you know, muscle memory my way through life. Oh my god, my game today was like, it was a little dumb. I was doing pretty well. I was proud of myself. We were doing pretty well. It was like 9 to 5 when we switched sides to be defenders, and then like I don't know what happened. My whole team kept 4-stacking one site and then not rotating when I was like, "Hey guys, they're here alone." I was like, okay, it's gonna be one of those games where everything feels fine. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I talked about this on my last stream. I have this problem where, like, I'm okay at the game. Like, I'm definitely not terrible. I'm just not consistent, but I keep winning my placement games and I keep doing decent during placement games. And I'm afraid that it's gonna put me higher than I think I deserve. And like, that's obviously a me problem. That's like imposter syndrome or whatever. But I'm curious. I hope it still puts me iron, to be honest. But yeah, my unrated game today was it was just weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like you can always tell when someone's super new or didn't look up anything about the game. I mean, I have no like frame of reference, right? Because it's my first time getting a rank. I'm still guessing iron, but maybe iron 3 if like the next 2 games go well. I talked about that too, that like out of the 3 games I've played, I probably should have lost one of them, but one of them the team surrendered. So I won. I would be a little... My expectation is if I get placed higher than iron, I'll drop to iron quickly. Because I just like, I don't have the time in the game. Like, I try to learn like actively, which is, you know, that's good. But it's like, I just don't have the time investment in the game. Yeah. I know it takes your like performance into account too. I don't know if it takes your previous rank into account. I've also heard that like when rank reset happens, it's just sort of a clusterfuck because people drop like really far, and so you're playing with people who got to diamond like in bronze, and you're like, oh, okay. Cool. Okay, so there's... Okay, so we can get to the goblin camp that way. I have noticed, and it was kind of funny because of a friend I play with. Yeah, so you dropped like a whole rank basically, like same level but the rank below. Yeah, it's like annoying, but I guess that like kind of makes sense. I noticed that I play better after like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. And I was playing with a friend like a week ago or something, maybe not a week ago, like 5 days ago. And I was being absolute shit. Like, could not do anything. And then, like, this is not an exaggeration. We were playing our last game, and when we switched sides, it was like around 11. I had 0 kills. And I went from 0 to 8 kills in like 2 or 3 rounds. and at 11:15 my friend went, "Holy shit, it's true. You are better after 11." I was like, "Yeah, I don't know like what happens." So that's why I do my placement games late, just to like placebo effect, give myself a better chance. So I'm better at nighttime.
May his gaze shine upon you, pilgrim.
Welcome everyone. I hope you're having a good time hearing me talk about K-pop and Valorant while playing Baldur's Gate. We're multitasking. Like, highly suspicious of everything. As you should be. Huh. Sure.
That's not going to work.
I can try. Why are you giving up so easily? I didn't even need to use all that stuff.
That was tough. This can't have been used in a while.
Whoa. Yeah, I think you could do it. I think you have like from what I've seen, your skills are already pretty good and you have a good mindset, so it's just like, you know, unfortunately you're kind of at the hard part where it's like grinding and practicing, but I think you can do it pretty easily. I'm a step before you, or I'm like a step sideways from you, where like my mindset is probably the ideal mindset for grinding a ranked game, just because it doesn't affect me emotionally or like mentally. I don't have the skills, and I don't have the like. I don't have a lot of the technical knowledge because I didn't really grow up playing first-person shooters. Yeah. I mostly I played some first-person shooters, but they were like PvE games with friends like Borderlands and stuff, and that's like, it's not the same thing at all because you're just spamming silly weapons. I've never played like a competitive tactical shooter. I maybe played Counter-Strike like twice when I was 10 years old. So you have the problem of your muscle memory was built for a different control system, and like I don't have muscle memory at all, so it's easier for me to develop it. I'm not like rewiring my brain. My aim's bad though. As it should be. But it's getting a little better. I was doing like aim training for like a week or like a week and a half there, and like I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't enjoyable. So I kind of stopped. I was like, when I hit a hard wall in the game, I'll go back to doing it, but until then, I'm like, I'd rather just play the game for practice. I just like. Oh, what the hell? What the hell are you guys? But if I just run away? Actually.
Nothing important is ever easy.
No one has bombs. Alright. Hell yeah. Just
I'm ready.
running the hell away.
Don't linger.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Another step.
Yeah, I have the opinion of like. It's a game where aim's important, but I've seen too many teams lose or like been on a team that's lost because someone's like so focused on killing other people. And they are blind to what's going on around them. So I'm like a 50-50 person. I don't need God aim, but if I have like decent aim and decent game sense, like that would be enough for me. Ooh, I wonder if I
Can't slow down.
Oh. Because so I should take a picture of my setup one day because I have to do this at our kitchen table. So obviously, like, there's no back behind me. I'm on like a bench, which is it's just like, it makes me have terrible posture. I feel like you're probably good against. So many of these guys, Jesus. Can't target undead.
Make it hurt.
Okay. Oh my god. Why did you kill him?
Nothing's easy these days.
Alright.
May the gods take you first.
I need to kill you. Or actually, he's on the ground. How do I not have advantage against him? Yo, that don't make any sense.
No choice but to keep going. No time for mercy. Need to find a way forward.
Alright. What? It's like a little hard to talk when you're actually fighting, unfortunately. Checking to see if any of the cats are alive. Yeah, you can go ahead. Or not. Okay. Let's. Sweeping the store. You know, the craziest job I ever had, speaking of like labor, when I was 23, maybe, I worked in a like specialty market.
Let's get this over with.
That had like a coffee bar, a bakery. It was like one of those fancy markets, and I worked in the bakery, mostly doing like sales and stuff, but we like baked bread and like did all that stuff too. And holy shit. I would go into the store at 2 and it would close at 10. And I think the first week I worked there, I didn't leave until 2 in the morning because only one person ever worked in the bakery. So it was just me alone for 8 hours, trying to like sell stuff and like clean. Yeah, I don't miss that job. I don't miss that job at all. I remember it was across from a bar, and I don't drink, and I've never really drank, but you know, I was young. It might have been like early 20s, early to mid 20s, and like I had friends. My friends would like go to that bar, and I would always be like, yeah, I'll go. And eventually I got really good at the job, and I would leave like at a timely out. Like I'd leave at like 11 or midnight in my super gross chef coat, because that's what we wore in this market, and go to a bar. I don't miss that time in my life. I'm not gonna lie. We're just like not. Can you stop resurrecting shit? I'm running out of. Shit to do on you guys.
On my way.
Alright.
Shall we cut and run?
The hell's wrong with you? Oh.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Next turn. That was kind of funny.
I have to keep going.
Alright.
Take you.
Still on my feet.
Quit trying to resurrect people, bro. Relax. Oh my god. God damn. It's so annoying. What the hell did? Yeah.
Take you.
All right. Finally.
Another day, another fight.
All right. I just gotta clean up all these people. This didn't go as badly as I thought it would, if I'm being honest.
Blood comes easy these days.
fuck was I trying to hit? Oh my god. Alright, cool. You guys don't even have anything cool.
Moving in.
Hell yeah. That's such a good feeling. When I was younger and I worked like in places like that, I I hate knowing what time it is. I hate it. I'm better about it now, but when I was younger, I hated knowing what time it was. So I would cover like every clock I would look at during my work shift. Yeah, I bet. Do you work tomorrow? If that was my thing, is like, if I'm constantly looking at the, like, it's like you don't mean to be looking at the time, but if you see the clock, your brain like will register what time it is, and so it makes it feel so slow. Since my last job was remote and I was at home, it didn't feel as bad because like if I wasn't busy, I could just do something for myself. But when you're working in an actual place, that's harder to do. Squirrels food? The fuck? Why can I? 5 to 9's not. Wait, no. That's so long, right? Am I crazy? Because I assume you mean 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Hopefully it's a chill day again. Yeah, I would just like in one of our apartments in 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, I was like, holy shit, that's so long. Okay, one of our apartments in Texas, I had like the best work setup because my work laptop was on my right and my actual computer was like, they were perpendicular. Okay, that makes more sense. So I could like just turn and go from using my computer to my work computer. It was nice. But most people, they like just put their laptop in front of their TV, right? Like just throw a show on in the background. Ooh, holy shit. That's long. Yeah, that one bakery job I had, I think were the longest shifts I ever had, but that's just because of like what you had to do to leave. Like 3 to 4 of those hours were like after work. It was like this job where if you treated, it's not the right word. Oh yeah, I don't miss that about the like hourly life. I've done that before, a long time ago. I know, I feel your pain, but the bakery job was like, if you like got to work and you didn't stop moving or working until the market closed, you would leave quickly. But if you like were lazy or stopped at all, you would leave at 2 a.m. and there was like no in between. So I would just get to work and just like fucking go crazy for 8 hours so I could leave before 2 a.m. I remember doing, and like this was my choice, so I can't really say anything. I remember back in the day when like midnight releases for movies were interesting and like people did it because it was fun. This was a very long time ago. I don't know why anyone would go to a midnight release for a movie anymore, but we would like go to a midnight release and then work at 6 a.m. Yeah, that's good. That's a good mentality to have. Just like want to leave. I remember when I because I taught English in Korea, obviously. Um I remember the first school I worked at, as soon as like the bell rang for like the day to be over, oh my god, me and the other teachers would just fucking like run outside because we hated that place. The students were fine. The school itself was bad. And I'm usually not like an outwardly happy person. Like in person, I'm usually like very lax. I don't really close that often, but it's gonna be able to manage my time when yeah, it will be. You'll figure out like what works for you, and like you might have to give something up for a while, but yeah, you'll figure it out. It's just time management. Time management's like one of the most useful skills to have in real life. So I wish people I knew had better time management, but I think you'll get there. I would like skip out of that school though. I was so happy.
I am but a weary traveler, footsore and short of breath. I'll spare you my puffing and keep my counsel for now.
What? What do you want from me? Why are there so many dead animals here? It's awkward. The job I had in like undergraduate was a retail job, but it wasn't bad because I got to work with my friend, and we would always close, and they would always schedule us together because we were good at it, and we would leave like right when the store closed, and they were like, hell yeah, we don't have to pay you. I'm like, hell yeah, I want time. To the Shadow Cursed Lands. Okay, so there's like a whole... Alright. I don't want to do this over here first. Ah. This way. Somebody from Singapore usually chats a lot during stream too, but they also watch while they're working at their office in Singapore. They must be busy today.
Accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
You know, I'm kind of wondering where my wife is. I don't remember hearing her say she's gonna take a nap. So, I don't actually know where she is. Chopper. Everybody's asleep but me, I guess. At 9 p.m. It's depressing.
It may look like a peaceful ruined temple, but it is overrun with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki. They have the audacity to call that hole a creche, as if it weren't actually a murderous training camp. Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient.
I have to do much at work and get to go to watch streams. Yeah. I mean, I would have killed for that kind of work when I was younger. I have to assume that like companies have gotten more relaxed about that kind of thing in general. I hope so, but it's America, so I don't know. I mean, I won't lie, when I taught in Korea, yeah, the Discord's so good. People are like, I don't know. Honestly, as someone who's older and still like interacts with young people a lot, she should be really proud of like her community. It's rare to get this many people that like are kind. Oh, there's a cat awake. Yeah. They're so nice. They asked me how my games were going today. I was like, oh. I always feel kind of bad because I don't know. I'm not an emotional person, so nothing really gets to me. So I always feel bad. I always feel a little bad when people like show concern, and I'm like, wait, no, you don't need to show concern. Hello. Why'd you hit me? But yeah, it's like I've had 0 bad interactions with her community, so it's like I feel like it's like super rare. She should really be proud. What do you want?
Not enough, clearly. The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition. The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome
Chopper.
Hogwash.
What are you doing?
A Githyanki can no more rise above its nature than gnomes can fly.
This lady made some analogy, but I wasn't listening, to be honest. This cat's trying to eat my arm.
You've been sipping from the same goblet as the Society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help them.
Your eye's always dirty.
They may have chased me away, but
Ugh.
the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg. You'll be well compensated, of
What?
course. Just bring me an
What did you tell me to do with an egg? Yeah, it's our orange cat. Our cats are super needy.
Pity. You'd have become rather rich had you the proper sense. Should you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Yeah, my wife and I both like One Piece, so we named her after that character. Felt like a good cat name. Alright, don't step on my keyboard. Hello. What? Are you gonna let me move, cat? What are you doing? I need to catch up on it. I kind of like caught up and then haven't read it in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. It took me like 20 years to get into One Piece, but I'm glad I finally did. What did I say? I said don't step on the keyboard. Man. It might be Luffy. And that's it feels kind of like a lame answer, but I like that so this is my like logic with Luffy, or like my opinion of him. Or that's not the right word. My impression of Luffy is that he plays up being an idiot, but he's like way more aware of what's going on than like he lets on. And I think that's an interesting character. I like all of them pretty equally. I know my wife's favorite is Robin. Who is yours? You can, obviously. Nobody ever has to respond to my questions. Are you... I don't actually feel like you're standing on this. Okay.
Give up now.
Sanji and Robin, yeah. It's hard to think of a story that has like as good of a cast of characters as One Piece, to be honest. Most stories I can like pinpoint a favorite character very quickly. Oh my god. I don't think anyone can hear it, but maybe you can hear like a tiny bit. I do actually have music playing, but it's really quiet because this is like a story game, so hearing the dialogue and stuff is important. And this song that's playing matched so well with the game noise that I was like, oh, it turned off. It didn't turn off. It just like matched perfectly with it. That was weird. Yeah. Berserk, I've read some of Berserk. I've heard that it like just continuously gets better. Nope. Okay. There's bad guys over here. Watch.
No one stopped me yet. Looking ahead.
I would probably get into it if I committed to reading it. Yeah, I'm at a point where like if I'm gonna read a manga that's like kind of longer, I need to do what I did with One Piece, where I don't know, like 2 years ago or something. No, maybe like a year ago. I don't remember. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna like commit, because I would always start it. Like One Piece has been around since I was like 8 years old or something. And I would every year I would start it and I just would stop. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, I read. It was like at the time it was like the middle or like past the middle of the Wano arc, and I just read it in like 3 weeks. At the time, the reason we live in Boston is because. Yeah. Yeah. That's what a lot of people do, is like once they catch up to the anime, they're like, okay, I'll keep up with the manga now. Yeah, before we lived in Boston, my wife would live in Boston for 6 months because that's where she worked. But I would stay in Texas. So I was visiting her like whatever summer it was. Yeah, I kept reading it after. So I'm like at Egghead Island. I'm like in that story arc, but then I was like, I just don't enjoy reading it every week because it doesn't feel satisfying. So I'm just letting it kind of play out for a while. I think I read it like last August, maybe. But yeah, maybe I'll do that with Berserk one day, where I'll just take a week and be like, this is all I'm doing all week. It's really hard to keep up with like manga and new manga, I find that, and anime. God, I haven't watched anime in so long. And I know there's shows that I want to watch. Hopefully, she's okay. I haven't noticed the stream starting. Okay. Hopefully you're heading home soon. Nope. Okay.
That's enough.
What's the point of sneaking around if it's just gonna put me in a cutscene anyway?
Taking us. If this is
That person's voice was wild. What the hell?
Silence!
Oh, she started now.
No,
Hopefully you're headed home. have fun in her stream until I can get there. If you go watch.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Yo. God, being a sweaty person is awful. We've talked about like what magic power everyone would want all the time. I'm rethinking mine. Maybe I just don't want to sweat. That might be fine.
So the Githyanki aren't fond of the cultists. Could be a good thing.
This is a good song. Kind of interesting. I never hear people talk about Hive in the Discord I'm in with Zamp. I really hope it's Zamp and not Amp. Yeah, it was good chatting with you. Thanks for joining. I'll see you later for sure. Have fun with your friends tonight too.
Let's see what this does. Within the artifact of
Maybe they'll just surrender again. Who knows?
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki. They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
Who the hell's talking? This is like a weird narrator. Have a good night too. If I see you in chat, I'll say hi again. Per chat, I mean. Get home safe. Enjoy relaxing. Okay.
What path lies before me?
Easy. Nope, I lied. Not easy. Easy.
Need something?
No, I don't need something. Need you to shut up. Can't reach this. 3 hours later. Alright. Got like 30 minutes left until I take a break and switch to Valorant. And honestly, hopefully lose at my placement game. I know Zamp like said he hopes I win, but we just aim low. I'm not a pessimist because I'm a negative person. I'm a pessimist because then more good things happen. That made sense. Oh, ho, ho, we did it. All right.
I have a lot on my mind, and, well, in it.
Oh. Holy shit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting... Okay. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can... let me click over. Okay. I wonder if I can, like... Oh my god, freaking genius. How'd that not kill them? Alright. Bro. You can just shoot. Oh, it's so close to being dead. You can jump over here. Sure.
Another fight. Let's go.
Really wanna... Okay.
Cutting to the chase.
That was weird that it made no noise. What if they just like wreck me? Oh god. Wait, what if they do just wreck me? Okay. Okay. Honestly, just gonna... Okay, just gonna stab this one. Okay. And then... Starion. I jump over you. Okay. That's fine. Can't have disadvantage. Can't have disadvantage. Alright.
Time to push my luck again.
This is when like being like the 4 elements monk would actually come in like pretty handy. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna... Jesus. Oh my god. I have no idea. How do I add it? Alright. Well, die. The weird thing is I can't.
Very well.
Clearly, I was supposed to like hit this barrel. Not enough movement. Alright. Died. These little rat things are what kills me. It's gonna be kinda sad. Okay. So... Can I get all of them? I can't. Wow. Damn. Okay. Alright. Somebody's gotta resurrect me. Actually, hold on. You can just heal me, right? For my... Okay. And I can...
What to do?
Just... drink this. Can I... I'm not gonna lie, I didn't mean to drink that glass of wine. So,
Wits and blades always sharp.
Never a dull moment. Is that blood? No, never mind.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. Take two.
actually, I shouldn't have done that at all.
Going a little longer now.
Alright. So they're all below me. That's what I'm understanding. Okay.
Still alive, so that's progress.
These things don't have anything in them, right? Which, yeah.
What's in here?
Nothing. There's nothing in there. My disappointment knows no bounds. It is kind of interesting to like have somebody you know from another streamer come into your stream. And I mean, yeah, I saw the barricade. We're just looking around. Because okay, so we're above this. Actually, I'm gonna save. Just cause like, or I guess like kind of in general, like someone you kind of have only talked through like text. Like you, half the people are talking with their voice. It's interesting.
monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate
I
panels.
forgot to bring water over here. I can like so this is like new topic. So everybody knows, I kind of talked about this a little bit, but now I have like confirmation. I talked a little bit before about how the new version of Sylvaneth for Age of Sigmar, the like tree people army I play, I was kind of like mixed on. Like there was some good, some bad. I've read a few reviews of the army, and like basically everyone has said they're like mediocre to bad. And I talked about this like a long time ago, how their biggest problem in 3.0 was that there was too many times you like made a plan for your turn and you were like, if this one thing happens, I'm golden. And if this one thing doesn't happen, I'm not gonna do anything. Like the whole army relied on just too much on one specific thing going well. Like you couldn't spread out, like there's no bell curve for your turn. It was either like you hit the jackpot and you rolled well on this one specific thing, or you didn't do anything at all. And they had that problem in 3.0. And one of the reviews I read said that they still have that problem where it was arguably a different problem in 3.0. In 3.0, the problem was you needed a spell to happen, and then you needed to roll a 2-up on a 6-sided dice, which like that's not that hard. You need the spell to happen. Apparently in the new edition, the 4th edition, 4.0, whatever you want to call it, it's like you need the spell to summon trees, like the actual trees for the game, their terrain, like needs to happen, or like you just don't do anything. And as someone who like casually thinks about game design for fun, yeah, I'm gonna tell you that's like really bad game design. That you designed a faction, an army, a playstyle that's like, hey, if you fail this single dice roll during your turn, like you got to change your whole plan. And I know I mentioned I got into like a small debate with someone because they didn't understand what I meant. Like they're just not, like they have no backbone, they have no consistency. Like I can't think, God, there's like 28, 38 armies in that game. I can't think of another army where if you fail one roll, your whole plan falls apart. They're the only one. So I told the people I play with, I was like, well, I guess I'm probably playing my other army for a while. I played Sylvaneth for, I don't know, like almost a year. Not a year, but I played them most of last year. Especially the second half I played. I didn't see what I rolled, sorry. The tree people are making me mad. I spent most of last year playing them, and they're fun. I still think they made them worse than they needed to. But they kind of made, in general, every army is worse. Like the whole game's just like toned down, which I'm not, like, I've no problem with that. I see a lot of people have problems with their army being weaker, but it's like, well, they tuned down the whole game. Like Your army's not weaker. You're playing a different game. But I really wish they had given Sylvaneth like a way to be consistent that didn't require needing to put super specific things in your list or needing to roll like succeed on a single dice roll for your army to do anything. Basically, like one of the reviews I said was like, you're just gonna be playing them like a normal army. If you don't know, and I'm assuming people don't know, hold on. I really gotta look at what the dice says. 4. Sylvaneth has a lot of mobility. I don't really think that's true, but they can teleport like once or twice. They can teleport one thing once or twice a turn, basically. But there's like a ton of restrictions. Like you just can't do it whenever you want. There's tons of like range restrictions and stuff. But that's like their thing. They're like a guerrilla warfare army. This is a good song. It distracted me. And you have to be really, really good to play them well. I don't think I play them well. I think when I win, it's mostly luck, like most things in my life. But it just feels bad when you're like, so they teleport from, they have like terrain, they have like trees, like actual trees you put on the table, and they can teleport to and from them with restrictions. And the fact that you have to like roll a dice to summon a tree that already has like restrictions, like it's so hard to set the trees up because they have to be I think the new rule is it's like within 18 inches of the wizard casting the spell, and they have to be 3 inches away from literally everything else on the table. It's so hard to like find good spots. Most of the time you're putting trees in spots that like they're useless. And like you can fail the roll. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, now I just don't get to teleport at all. Cool. And they took away in 3.0 they had a rule where you could pick, okay, I'm gonna like background. When you play Warhammer, you put things on the table to represent like buildings or mountains or like, so it's not flat, right? So you have to like walk around things. You can't just like bulldoze into each other. And in 3.0, Sylvaneth had a rule where this is just like, look at all of them. Okay. Where you, at the beginning of the game, you picked 3 like normal pieces of terrain that that you already put on the table, and you made them count essentially as like your army terrain, so you could teleport to and from those 2. There was some things they couldn't do, but they could do the main stuff. And it was cool because you always had things to teleport to, basically. But they took those away. Except for one model that's huge. That's like, the base is like the size of my face, so it's hard to bring anywhere. That can make normal terrain army terrain. But it's the only thing that can do it. So it's like they're forcing you to bring a $120 model in your list. It's just bad game design.
Wielding. The rest of the inscription and picture has shattered away.
So I hope they change it when their actual book comes out. But we'll see. I didn't drink coffee before stream this time, which was probably a mistake. Maybe I should get up and make coffee and drink it before I play Valorant. Just slap myself really hard.
Dawnmaster Stockhold.
It's a good song too. This is that Bill Murray album. Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Dawn
So
Master
good.
Fasaid.
God. When I exercise, I sometimes listen to
The weapon stopped glowing. How odd.
I usually listen to 6:13. I'm just looking at this 6:15. So this is better. I usually listen to music, but sometimes I listen to like podcast. Or yeah, podcast. You can call it a podcast. And I was listening to a magic one today, and the whole time I was listening to it, I was like, I wonder if I'm supposed to put the sword on. Oh shit, where'd it go? Okay. I was like... What the hell? What the fuck? That was so weird. It's like sword stab me. No. I wanna drop you again. Gosh.
I must keep going.
Yankee great sword. Nova's sleeping behind me. No one's gonna believe me. He's sleeping behind me, and I'm... Fuck. Alright, we're just gonna take this. I'm pretty sure he just farted. I just heard a little... like, from behind me. Everybody's asleep again. Chopper woke up for like 2 minutes to come hit me, and then went back to sleep. Okay. Is there anything else in here?
What's that?
I just want a little look. Anything of use? Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I hope they're not. Alright, yeah, we'll go up here. Yeah. on. No, wait. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. You. That almost feels like he can do it for free. Yeah. I kind of wish Thieves' Tools weren't. I know they are in like real D&D. I kind of wish they weren't consumable. Kind of annoying. Scroll of Revivify. Single use. Okay, cool. Sure. Is that the only thing that's in here? Well, a little anticlimactic. Oh, this is. I totally forgot this isn't even like the quest. We're just doing this for fun. Alright. I don't think I'm going to like have time to go down and fight those kobolds. So I'm just gonna take a break now, and I'll come back a little before 10. I'm thinking, do I want to make coffee? The problem is one of our friends is landing at like 5:50 in the morning for some reason. And he was like, oh, I can just wait around until like 7 or 8, but that means I still have to wake up at 7 or 8. So I don't really want to drink caffeine and like not be tired later. Although I'll probably go to bed at like 1 or 2 anyway. So I don't want to go to bed later than 1 or 2. So I'm stretching my back in case you're like, what the hell is he doing? So yeah, I'm pretty sure I saved. But I'll screw it, I'll save again. Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, go to the bathroom, drink water, etc., etc., and then we'll play our placement game, and then I'll call it a night like normal. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for those who chatted. I'll be back in 5 minutes.